I'm Alice, and I'd like to welcome you once again to Whistlebare, our family farm in Northumberland in the UK. Here we keep flocks of Angora goats and Wensleydale sheep, and we use their beautiful fibre to produce our very special hand knitting yarns. In these vlogs we try to tell you a little bit about our life here on the farm and introduce you to the animals, and of course show you what we're knitting. Today, though, we're going to do something a little bit different, because last weekend we went to Oslo Strikkefestival. That's Oslo Wool Festival to the uninitiated, and we saw the most incredible knitwear, and we met loads and loads of amazing knitters. And we've got lots of nice photos, so we thought we'd show them to you. The lovely Norwegian knitters were very excited about our Yeavering Bell yarn because it's just very, very different from traditional Norwegian yarn, and they had lots of lovely things to say. It was a great experience. We had a really good time. But the other star of the show for us was this pattern. This is Spin Me Round that Francesca Hughes designed specially for us for our Yeavering Bell. It's in double knit yarn, and depending on the size it takes between 3 and 5 skeins, and it's just very unusual. It's lovely sort of 80s styling almost, a little bit of positive ease on the bust and then quite fitted arms and a bit cropped. It has these lovely little windmill motifs that are cable work actually, that distort the rest of the knitting and actually give a really nice drape and feel to the fabric when you're wearing it. And I think that's one of the reasons it was so popular in Norway, is that most of the ladies we met, they could really knit. Their colour work was amazing. But slightly more contemporary, newer patterns like this, especially cabling and even some lace, are a bit less usual in Norway, so they were very excited about this. This particular one is in our colourway Solstice. Now today I am going to let you in on a secret. We are bringing out a brand new yarn. and we're going to do a whole vlog about it, into which we will introduce you to the sheep and the shearing and the spinning and everything else. But we did take a little bit of this yarn to Norway, where it was very, very well received, so I thought perhaps I should let you in on it too. It's only been with us a week and we have called it Cheviot Blue. Cheviot Blue is a blend of Cheviot wool and blue-faced Leicester wool. The Cheviot is our own and we have only included shearling fleece. That's the very first shearing from the sheep, so it's the softest and most beautiful. With it we have blended blue-faced Leicester, which comes from some friends of ours who farm just a few miles down the road, and I'm sure blue-faced Leicester needs no introduction. It is wonderfully soft, semi-lustrous fibre. So we have blended the two together to produce our brand new yarn, Cheviot Blue. We're really excited about this yarn because it is so different from Yeavering Bell. It's woolen spun, so it's thick and bouncy, and it's from hill sheep, so it's robust and sort of rural in its texture, but it's not scratchy at all. I would call it a hard yarn, and it's going to be perfect for colour work, of which we've done some, and I can't see our hat, I'll find that in just a moment, and very robust for jumpers, perfect for your outdoor pursuits and all the rest of it. Anyway, we took it to Norway, and the Norwegians loved it, and let's face it, they know a thing or two about being cold. So I'm just going to give you a quick flash view of three colours here. We've got just the natural and cherry mallow and minnow. I will be dyeing a full range of colours, and we will be telling you all about it. So while we were away in Oslo, Tess decided to cast on a new project, and why not stay on topic? So Tess decided to learn Norwegian knitting and has set off with a lovely pair of mitts. Her pattern is Yggdrasil, I think it is, by Ellie of Skeindeer, and this is Tess's very first Fair Isle pattern. They're lovely little mitts, and actually they're quite tricky because they're not completely geometric like very traditional Fair Isle knitting. They have got little trees that grow up over the back of the mitt and a nice geometric pattern on the inside. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that. I think you'll agree, Tess is doing brilliantly well because she only started these at the weekend when we were working very hard indeed, and the pattern is showing up beautifully, so she must be doing it right. Tess is knitting in our brand new Cheviot Blue yarn, which I think you will agree does colour work particularly beautifully because this hasn't been blocked or anything, and you can already see the pattern really well. And the colour she's using is this dark navy, that's all Shipshape, and a rather wonderful new yellowy green that we've called Edna. I found the hat now. Here it is. This is from the Shetland Wool Week magazine for this year. It's by Gudrun Johnston, and it's the Bousta Beanie. It's the very first garment that we knitted with Cheviot Blue, and I was just so pleased with how the colour work worked out. It shows beautifully, and that the hat is robust and warm and perfect for our northern weather. I have also cast on some new knitting. I was very excited because a week or so ago my copy of Cocoknits Sweater Workshop turned up. Since I knitted Il Grand Favourite, I have been completely converted to knitting jumpers in one piece, knitting them in the round, because I don't know about you, but I hate making things up. And so if I can just pick up stitches on the way and block nicely at the end, then I'm very happy. And this book has lots of variations on a theme and has a very clever way of helping you stay on track of your pattern as you go. So I thought it was great for somebody who's easily distracted, as I am. And the jumper that I'm knitting is actually this one that's on the cover. It's called Emma, and I'm going to do it with long sleeves just like this and the boat neck just like that. I'm also knitting out of our brand new Cheviot Blue. but my knitting is in the double knit, and I'm actually doing it 2 ends together, because that means I can knit on these wonderful 6.5mm needles and hopefully make some significant progress in the limited time that I have. So here it is, just beginning. Our Cheviot Blue has only been with us for a week or 10 days now, so I haven't actually dyed any double knit yet. So I'm just knitting in the natural colour, and I will decide what colour to dye it afterwards. But I'm very pleased with how it's coming on. Probably isn't showing up all that well, but as you can see, I've done the neckline and I'm past the shoulders and heading down the top of the arms. Now, Tess has been very busy with her needles recently, and she has actually finished her Morning Fog cardigan. Now, this pattern is by Jonna Hietala, and it's in issue 2 of Laine Magazine, and Tess has knitted it out of our Yeavering Bell 4-ply in the colour Willo the Wisp. I think you will agree she's done a lovely job of it. It's a lovely relaxed, loose-fitting cardi that you could wear in the day with your jeans, just while you're bumbling about, or you could put it on in the evening over your little black dress, and it would be very smart as well. It took 3 skeins of Yeavering Bell to knit, and of course needs buttons down the front. Now, Tess got these lovely little grey ovals from Beyond Measure, possibly at Yarndale, I'm not sure which show, but I think they are the perfect complement. Well done, Tess. So that brings us back to the end of this, our 7th episode of Whistlebare Yarns from the Farm. I hope you've enjoyed seeing our adventures in Oslo, and more to the point, I hope you've enjoyed being introduced to our new yarn, Cheviot Blue. We're madly knitting up samples and things with this yarn at the moment, so would love to hear your favourite colourwork patterns or your favourite big jersey patterns, because we are looking at things to knit just at the moment. In the meantime, if you would like to hear more of the goings on at Whistlebare, then please do subscribe to our channel here, or you can find us as Whistlebare on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter, or Ravelry even. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you come and watch us again soon.